Okay, a new Taylor album on Valentine's Day. You'll see it tomorrow, but for me right now it is Valentine's Day. And the first song's already titled The One. Anyways, folklore, folk music. I even believe that she didn't really release any singles prior to this album. She just released it 2020. It says right there, July 2020. Folk music, very melancholic looking cover, Alone in the Woods. Unfortunately, I know for the past 5 to 7 years, especially in the hipster range, those cardigans and lumberjack shirts are super popular. I never went for that stylistic direction, but I did the best I could to look like I would maybe go into the woods. Anyways, folk music, folklore, the lore of the people. Hmm. Folk music, we have it right here. About here. When I listen to folk music, I never listen to American folk music, nor or English folk music in general, or not even in my native tongue. Mostly Latin American folk music. I don't know. It just sounds better, I think. But when I think of folk music, I mostly think of stories being told around a campfire. And that's the vibe we're going for. Very intimate setting, very musically stripped all the unnecessary overproduction out of it, just the essentials. So it sounds great in this intimate setting with only a guitar playing or only, instruments the folk, the people play. That's what I think of folk music. And what they talk about, obviously, stories where we, the listener, at the end get some moral. Not, it's not really a complex story. It's mostly we already can tell who's in the right, who's in the wrong. Yet at the end of the day, we still kind of get a lesson. So right now, gather around, children, gather around the campfire. We are going to have, or Taylor is going to teach us some things about life, about what she's learned. She has become, must have been 30 in that year, right? 30, 29, 30, that age. Different. Maybe we're moving on. Folklore. I'm honestly excited because The Lakes, I listened to that yesterday, and The Lakes, so it's a very cool song. Quite a lot of production, honestly, for a song. Oh yeah, I obviously have the dictionary ready, Google Translate, because this is not about to end well. I might as well at the end of this month or next week have to kick out the weekend and go for some, I don't know, being funny in a foreign language or something, just to remind myself or just to reassure that I am actually capable of speaking English, because Taylor Swift is about to prove, like, or not prove, but she's about to convince me that the lakes, some of the words I translated, I couldn't even understand what they meant in my native language. And I'm quite good. I am above native speaker. Anyways, I'm excited. Oh yeah, there's also some behind the album where they talk about the songs, what they mean, etc. Aaron Dessner, American songwriter, producer, rock band The National. I don't know The National, unfortunately, but I may get to know them. The One. Okay, Taylor, folk music. Kinda hyped. Cool setting. I got some tea with me right here. It is Valentine's Day. I even got some more tea here. It's tea. Let's just say it's tea. I got some more tea here. And we're gonna have a good time. With Taylor, hopefully. Let's just start into it. And hey, if I don't understand what the fuck she's talking about, then that's how it is. So it goes. So it goes. Okay.
I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't though. I hit the ground running each night. I hit the Sunday matinee. You know the greatest films of all time were never made. you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have showed. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's all right now. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
Okay. See, cool sound, minimalist sound. And this is, I think that Taylor's voice is tailored to this kind of music. That's where her voice shines the most, doesn't it? On top of this acoustic sound. So far, okay, apart from Matinee, I understand everything, to my surprise. What if it appears on Exile? Oh, what? Trying. Okay, so something that's apparently throughout the album. So what could have been the one? What could have been? Years later, we think of it. Where did we go wrong? Oh, not where did we go wrong, but what could have been life like with one person that we didn't end up with?
I have this dream you're doing cool shit, having adventures on your own. You meet some woman on the internet and take her home. We never painted by the numbers, baby, but we were making it count. You know the greatest loves of all time are over now. I guess you never know, never know. And it's another day waking up alone. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. I persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing had been different. Would everything be different today? We were something, don't you think so?
Hey, I'm glad. We're doing kind of a little folk pop mix, the instruments, but apart from that, understanding everything, yay. And we're having a lighthearted, well, not lighthearted, it's a little bit of lighthearted story, a little bit of lighthearted insight on this. What I guess, hey, today is Valentine's Day, so you probably have at some point, come on, you must have had this train of thought. Hey, were you the one? Could have been fun. Taylor. I'm glad I'm back. We were back to Taylor.
And it would have been sweet if it could have been me. In my defense, I have none for digging up the grave another time. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
Although our lovely member from the rock band The National has definitely added a little bit more texture to this classic, to this folk, not formula, but the little electric sounds, obviously piano, guitar, violins, classics, but the little electrical sounds, especially on the left, right hand, almost sounding like some sort of phone. Rosy Flamme with your chosen one. Rosé probably meaning... shut the fuck up. Rosé probably meaning my second tea is actually a rosé. Because of course for the other albums we've always had a red wine. and at some point I kind of get headaches. Not headaches, but it feels very clouded. My mind is kind of numb. So Aaron Dessner, so to my surprise, Aaron Dessner's been doing very well, and he's, I think, the National Rock Band, right? Yeah. So maybe even something new from him. Cardigan. Let's keep it going. Let's explore the sound more, please.
Vintage tea, brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestones. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. Sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual politics. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you, dancing in your Levi's, drunk under a street light. I knew you, hand under my sweatshirt, baby, kiss it better.
I just realized I don't want to say this may be my favorite Taylor album, but she as a person fits perfectly on that kind of music. Obviously 1989, this classic pop sound, Lover as well, was cool, and I really liked those. I even somewhere heard 22 the other time, the other day, or I just heard the chorus, and that's actually been stuck in my head because she's very good at making those poppy, catchy melodies. But I'm very glad that she is kind of reinventing herself and went into another direction. And I really like Aaron Dessner's take on folk music, the kind of the little horse in the background. There's a rhythm, and the rhythm is kind of Latin American in the background, because Latin Americans, Spanish people as well, they care a lot about different kinds of rhythm, because that's what makes you dance at the end of the day. And they have a lot of good rhythms down there. Okay, Taylor.
And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite. A friend to all is a friend to none. Chase two girls, lose the one. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you, playing hide and seek and giving me your weekends. I knew you, your heartbeat on the high line once in 20 lifetimes. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite. To kiss in cars and downtown bars was all we needed. You drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding. 'Cause I knew you, stepping on the last train, marked me like a bloodstain.
By the way, I have watched part of the Taylor Swift Tiny Desk concert. I know it was made in 2019 before this album was released. But why? Because this is the perfect music for the Tiny Desk setting. Why didn't she just wait one more year or came back? Because this is perfect. And I know of Latin American, for example, fucking Natalia Lafourcade, who is right there. And she performed on Tiny Desk as well. And I believe that her Tiny Desk performance was as or even more popular than the Taylor Swift one. Which is a surprise because she is not a world star. But you gotta adjust to the setting. And I felt like Taylor didn't. And this is basically what I wanted on Tiny Desk.
I knew you tried to change the ending, Peter losing Wendy. I knew you leaving like a father, running like water. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. But I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all over my what ifs. The smell of smoke would hang around this long, 'cause I knew
Very pretty that the instrumentation from the bridge keeps on going through the chorus, building through the third verse even.
everything when I was young. I knew I'd curse you for the longest time, chasing shadows in the grocery line. I knew you'd miss me once the thrill expired, and you'd be standing in my front porch lot, and I knew you'd come back to me. You'd come back to me.
The story is very folky.
Back to me.
The lore of the people, hey, this is us. Honestly, we are this. And we see ourselves there.
And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite.
Especially today, on Valentine's Day. And again, those electronic, to an untrained ear, this might sound a little confusing, or these noises may sound a little confusing, but they have a certain pattern to them. And I like those electronic. I like those electronic sounds. I like those instrument classic sounds. Doesn't always has to be made by a computer. Yeah. Taylor, feeling like an old cardigan, but someone very special made her feel differently. See, but come on, this is close to the people, standing in the front porch light when the thread expired. Come back to me. Especially here, the third verse was probably my favorite. Smell of smoke would hang around this long. I knew everything when I was young. I also talked about it on the Adele 19, amazing album. She was 19 when she talked about that. And Taylor is revisiting that age. In this song, at least. She is. And we were able to understand everything. The last great American dynasty. Did Aaron do that? I might have to listen to The National. Aaron Dessner. Damn, he's good. He's good. I think Jack Antonoff is also on this album somewhere, maybe hidden in the shadows. But Jack Antonoff can adjust. He adjusted over the past. He adjusted from Red to Reputation. So he's able to do that as well. The last great American dynasty. Huh. What could it be? Okay, now we have a computer-made drum beat.
Up on the afternoon train. It was sunny. Her salt box house on the coast took her mind off St. Louis. Bill was the heir to the Standard Oil name and money. And the town said, how did a middle-class divorcee do it? The wedding was charming if the little
This is so folk. This is so folk music.
New money goes. They picked out a home and called it Holiday House.
The story.
Their parties were tasteful, if a little loud. The doctor had told him to settle down. It must have been her fault his heart gave out. And they said, there goes the last great American dynasty. Who knows if she never showed up, what could have been? There goes the maddest woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time
Okay, Rebecca. That's very nice and very unusual for Taylor to actually just like tell a story. Because this is, okay, obviously all too well, but this is storytelling about others. I think I have to listen to, I believe people always recommended Phoebe Bridgers and others. I assume Phoebe Bridgers could be like this, maybe a little more sad. Well, it's not really sad, it's just so it goes. That's everything I'm gonna say from now on. So it goes, as Taylor did as well. Okay, Rebecca and Bill, they were having a good time, and they're in a little small town. Very idyllic. Is that a word?
Rebecca gave up on the Rhode Island set forever. Flew in all her bitch pack friends from the city. Filled the pool.
This is like a rom-com, and I've been watching not quite a lot of rom-coms, but I've been watching some rom-coms lately. Only the good ones, obviously, not them 50,000 Netflix and Amazon production bullshit rom-coms that nobody needs, but actually like the good ones from 10, 15, 20 years ago, late 90s, early 2000s. And this is the rom, guys. We got the rom-com. Set it up.
Campaign and swam with the big names in blue.
Said it does not exist. Set up.
And losing on card game bets with Dolly. And they said, there goes the last great American dynasty. Who knows if she never showed up, what could have been? There goes the most shameless woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything. They say she was seen on occasion pacing the rock, staring out at the midnight sea. And in a feud with her neighbor, she stole his dog and died at Key Lime Green. 50 years is a long time. Holiday house side, quietly on that beach, free of women with madness, the men in bad habits, and then it was bought by me.
No. Well, maybe, but I don't think she actually did. Maybe she has bought a house or a home where this story has happened. But where could you be like an oil, not monarch? How did she describe him? The oil name, okay. I don't know, where most of Alaska has a lot of oil. Well, we could actually, maybe for once in the entire Genius history, because there is this Disney special about the album, they have added some useful information. She actually did purchase a home in Rhode Island, come on, in 2013. Oh, what did she say? Wanted to do country music, standard narrative device. First verse you sing about someone else, second verse you sing about the other one. And then the third verse you go, surprise, it was me. You bring a person for the last verse, and that's always hard to remember to tell the story. Reputation scandals. Network. Ex-mad woman wrote a shame she went mad. Okay, but she did trick us. She set it up very differently. But so far, this song has a more pop sound to it than the other ones.
Who knows if I never showed up, what could have been? There goes the loudest woman this town has ever seen. I had a marvelous time ruining everything. I had a marvelous time.
On the other hand, in Rhode Island, the entire, I think it's a state, right? being the loudest person in the entire state of Rhode Island is quite possible. An easy thing to do. Not necessarily a world star. I'm surprised that fucking home in Rhode Island cost 17 million. Maybe they ripped her off. It was her all along, Taylor. Is that actually how country music, because I don't listen to country music, but is that how country music is set up? Well, most of the time the sound of country music just doesn't really catch me. The sound of folk music, however, and if she wants to apply the country music lyricism to that, sure, go for it. I'm also very glad that we have not had to pull out the, the Google Translator so far. Exile, produced by Joe. Wait, isn't that her? That's her, yeah, English head. That's Joe Alvin. We know him. February 21st. Oh, his birthday's in a week from now. Happy birthday, Joey and Aaron Dessner, featuring Bon Iver. I do know Bon Iver. Bon Iver is the band, right? I think his name, indie folk, yeah, Justin Vernon. That's who I know. Justin Vernon is the main man. From the outro song to 2010's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and the song is called exactly Lost in the World. Quite catchy song. And Bon Iver, I believe Bon Iver was the one who revolutionized the technology, because obviously right now as a human being you can create a note, and there is a tool that turns this note into a chord. So it adds 2 or 3 other notes, 2, 3, maybe 4 other notes to create a chord. And usually you'd have to pre-record your vocals. Afterwards you are able to add this plugin. And I'm pretty sure that Bon Iver, because he does a lot of vocal manipulation, pushed this device to the point where it was capable to do it in real time. So obviously I don't have this tool added right now to the microphone, but just imagine kind of a harmony playing whenever I speak. That's what I believe. Bon Iver was responsible for that, because they were really chasing that sound. And I also believe that he lived in the woods for 6 months, half a year. So Exile does make sense, and the album cover is in the woods. Bon Iver. Maybe if I'm completely right, this tool even tries to harmonize the previous chord with the following one. So they automatically see, hey, okay, right now I'm in, I don't know, whatever chord you want to do, D major, I don't know, C major, classic chord. And the tool, whatever the next tone I'm going to make is, will automatically adjust it in a way where it harmonizes with the previous chord. Cool tool. Anyone can sound. It's a fun thing to work with. Okay, Exile. Getting ahead of ourselves. Exile, Bon Iver. I haven't listened to him. I do know that he worked a lot with Ye on Jesus, I believe, as well, on some songs. But I've never listened to him or the band as an artist. Interesting to see in this setting, but I do know that he exiled himself from society for quite some time. Okay, Bon. Justin Vernon.
I can see you standing, honey, with his arms around.
That's his real voice? Only know his voice from Lost in the World, where it's incredibly manipulated. Sounds very, very Johnny Cash, or very deep.
Laughing, but the joke's not funny at all. And it took you 5 whole minutes to pack us up and leave me with it, holding all this love out here in the hall.
That's his voice, wow.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now? You were my town, now I'm in exile seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before.
That's the Justin Vernon I know. The manipulated vocals. Throughout the chorus as well.
I can see you staring.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I hope I do not have to edit this, because otherwise I will have to work the entire night. I don't want to. I don't. Please, Taylor, for once. Let me slide. Okay, Justin, we have a little story going on. I do like the metaphor of this is my town, I'm an exile, because you're not my homeland anymore. Ooh. By the way, we have had not a lot of, but a lot of past relationship. The first song as well, What Could Have Been, Cardigan, or no, the Last Great American Dynasty had a similar vibe going on, like the first song with the what would have been if they were still here, whatever.
Like he's just your understudy, like you'd get your knuckles bloody for me. Second, third, and 100th chances, balancing on breaking branches. Those eyes add insult to injury. I think I've seen this film before.
And we've had the film metaphor as well on this album. They never make the greatest movies.
So who am I offending now? You were my crown. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before. So I'm leaving out the side door.
So step right out. There is no amount of cry I can do for all this time. We always walked a very thin line. You didn't even hear me out. You never gave a warning sign. All this time, I never learned to read your mind. I couldn't turn things around, 'cause you never gave a warning sign.
Maybe I have to listen to Justin Vernon or Bon Iver. I don't think he did much as a solo artist. Bon Iver. Well, if Ye worked with him 10 years ago, 13 years ago, on his great, or on his what he wanted to be his greatest project, obviously Bon Iver has to have some credibility. But he has a very powerful voice, almost like Louis Capaldi a little.
So many signs.
Didn't even see the signs.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore.
So what am I defending now?
You were my town, now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
I think I've seen this film before. So I'm leaving out the side door.
So step right out. There is no amount of crying I can do.
I'm a big fan of his voice. Wow.
This time, we always walked a very thin line. You didn't even hear me out.
Didn't even hear me out.
Gave a warning sign.
I gave so many signs.
I never learned to read your mind. Turn things around.
By the way, I had to stop, but I believe if we let it play out entirely, we might get blocked. So we just do a little break for 3, 2, 1, and keep it going. When it comes to vocal work, Bon Iver is very, very, very much up there. But a lot of very in the previous song as well. The previous was this country, not theme, but this country songwriting style, and overall this is classic. Classic folklore. Maybe country probably as well, right? Having both artists go back and forth in the relationship. Yeah. Okay, we need to do Bon Iver. My Tears, Ricochet, one more. Oh, Joey Alvin again. Oh yeah, the other one was produced by Joe as well. Ooh, Cenk Antonov. The first one. Jack, better not fuck this up. The Nationals have created a very, very strong foundation so far. Hopefully we don't just have some dumbass pop song now. Not dumbass, but some boring pop song. I feel like this is Bon Iver, a little bit of Bon Iver's fingers in this as well, with the vocals.
Even on my worst day, did I deserve, babe, all the hell you gave me? 'Cause I loved you, I swear I loved you, till my dying day. I didn't have it in myself to go with grace, and you're the hero flying around saving face. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake, cursing my name, wishing I stayed? Look at how my tears ricochet. We gather stones, never knowing what they'll mean.
It seems like Jack Antonoff tries to mimic the sound we've had so far on the album. He put a little bit of his own touch on there, first verse and chorus, but it seems like he takes it as a blueprint and does a little Jack Antonoff-y thing with it. But these people seem a little like the previous ones, right? From Exile. The relationship, some similarities. Maybe I'm gonna think about how Joey Alvin, her literal boyfriend, because they work together on this and the previous song. Well, on the previous song it doesn't make sense, but here it may.
Some to throw, some to make a diamond ring. You know I didn't want to have to haunt you, but what a ghostly scene. You wear the same jewels that I gave you as you bury me. I didn't have it in myself to go with grace, 'cause when I'd fight you used to tell me I was brave. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake, cursing my name, wishing I stayed? Look at how my tears ricochet. And I can go anywhere I want, just not home. And you can aim for my heart, go for blood, but you would still miss me.
Jack. What was his name? Anderson. Oh no, not Anderson. Aaron Dessner. Aaron. he went full Jack Antonoff now with the beat. At first we thought, okay, maybe not, but now it's not like I don't like Jack Antonoff, but it's we have had kind of a new sound going on for Taylor, and Jack Antonoff pulls us back into this. What does it sound like? Could even sound a little bit like Lover, a little bit like, oh no, Lover, mostly like Lover.
Your bones, and I still talk to you. I'm sleeping in the sky. And when you can't sleep at night, you hear my soul in I didn't have it in myself to go with grace. And so the battleships will sink beneath the waves. You had to kill me, but it killed you just the same. Cursing my name, wishing I stayed. You turned into your worst fears, and you're tossing out blame, drunk on this pain, crossing out the good years, and you're cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet.
This loop is super hypnotizing. The bass, the almost synth bass. It is a synth bass with the vocals on top, and every now and then a little. Interesting that this song was written by both of them, her and her partner. Because the previous one, Exile, okay, that was obviously not about them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be together. But this one, it happens. Wait. They've been together for how long now? 4 years? Oh, by then. They met on Reputation, I believe. Oh, 3 years? 3.5 years? 4 years? Maybe longer? Look at how my tears ricochet. But still, although this is definitely something else than the first song, a lot of Wish I Stayed, a lot of what would have been, what could have been, where I would have made a different choice in the past if I had the chance to. Mirror Ball. Oh, Jack Antonoff. Oh, Jack Antonoff. Come on, let's please, can we return to this folk sound, please? Pretty please, super pretty please. No, not at all. Sounds a bit like alternative pop.
I'll get you out on the floor, shimmering beautiful. And when I break it's in a million pieces. Hush, when no one is around, my dear. You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my
the sound or the way she sings the chorus sounds like a verse, and the way she sings the verse sounds like a chorus. Taylor. Taylor. She's beautiful, we're breaking to a million pieces. Every version of yourself tonight, I get yours on the dance floor. Oh yeah, you guys call it mirror ball in English. Oh, mirror ball, it describes what it is, but there are other words for mirror ball in other languages that I prefer. But mirror ball fits for this personification. Why do I feel addressed here?
You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love shining just for you. Hush, I know they said the end is near, but I'm still on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love shining just for you. And they called off the circus, burned the disco down, when they sent home the horses and the rodeo clowns. I'm still on that tightrope, I'm still trying everything to get you laughing at me. I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. I've never been a natural, all I do is try. I'm still on that trapeze, I'm still trying everything to keep you looking at me.
On the other hand, if you've ever been in a disco where they had a mirror ball, did you really pay attention to the mirror ball? Like, girl, you would be up there doing the greatest work a mirror ball has ever done. Not even the Bee Gees could come, not even the Bee Gees disco party could compare to you as a mirror ball, but I wouldn't notice. However, I did notice the mirror ball on Copy of a Copy of a Copy, the Louis Tomlinson performance. Maybe I did. Maybe we don't pay enough respect to the mirror balls out there.
'Cause I'm a mirror ball, I'm a mirror ball, and I'll show you every version of yourself tonight.
But throughout the past 2 or 3 songs, we've had a very, very similar, not very similar, vibe going on. But this one does. Well, comparing yourself to a mirror ball. That's crazy. The horses, the road clowns, and the tightrope. I'm still trying everything. Yeah, sometimes we do that. 7. Track 7. Oh, Aaron! Woo. Aaron is back. That's good. That's good news. That great news. Aaron. I don't even want to wait. 7, track 7.
Please picture me in the trees. I hit my peak at 7 feet in the swing over the creek. I was too scared to jump in, but I was high in the sky with pencil.
Shout out to Aaron. Honestly, shout out to Aaron, who does not need to pull out his fucking drum kit for a beat to work. Unlike others.
Under me, are there still beautiful things? Sweet tea in the summer, cross your heart, won't tell no other. And though I can't face. I still got love for you. Your braids like a pattern, love you to the moon and to Saturn. Passed down like folk songs, the love lasts so long.
Adding a violin on top of the guitars and the piano. Aaron is the man. Well, Taylor is the man as well. But
I think your house is haunted. Your dad is always mad, and that must be why. And I think you should come live with me, and we can be pirates. Then you won't have to cry or hide in the closet.
by the way, what I didn't talk about, the Lover album. After re-listening to that album, on the first listen, I thought, okay, like I literally thought, okay, it's okay, and it's an okay album. But after re-listening to it, the conclusion I came to, there are a lot of good songs on there, a lot of good melodies on there, a lot of even some different sides of Taylor, but it is too long. There are many, probably like a handful of songs that I could just get rid of immediately, and I wouldn't miss them, because so far I think the album is like an hour, maybe even longer, an hour, a little bit over an hour. And if you just get rid of those 4 or 5 songs, cut it to a nice 45, 50 minutes, then it would be very good. But in the current state, there are like some songs always in between who just, why are they on here? They don't really add anything to the narrative. They don't even add anything sonically. Why are they on here? That's what I disliked most about Lover, because it has a lot of potential if you just would get rid of those songs. And obviously you could just say, hey, okay, then skip them. Yeah, and I do. But that's not how the album was released. I always feel like an album is a good album if it's on vinyl, where you can't really skip a song, where you just listen through the entire thing in one sitting. That's when an album becomes great. And most of the times these albums aren't an hour long. That's the problem. These albums are, and that's the beauty of vinyl, because 45 minutes, that's the limit. Obviously there are special techniques where they make the things even smaller to cut it down, but 45 minutes, 50 minutes, that's the limit for an album. Done. Maybe if you have a double LP to an hour, but only in very rare cases. And nowadays everybody can just hook up fucking 2-3 hour albums if they really wanted to.
And just like a folk song, our love will be passed on. Please picture me in the weeds before I learn civility. I used to scream ferociously anytime I wanted.
The muffled percussion.
Sweet tea in the summer, cross my heart, won't tell no other. And though I can't recall your face, I still got love for you. Pack your dolls in a sweater, we'll move to India forever. Pass down like folk songs, our love lasts so long.
Aaron has also a good hand for string melodies. And this feels like a song that you would listen to on a summer evening, maybe summer night. Taylor has to cut off Jack Antonoff. Not cut him off, but kind of, yes, cut him off. Because Jack Antonoff could never. And Aaron does not just like comes up with it. And that's the good thing. If you're working with producers, get a lot of producers in the room, a lot of different producers in the room, because they bring something different to the table. They are capable of doing that. And then you as a singer-songwriter can adapt to that or make them adapt to you. But always the same singer-songwriter and the same producer, at some point you're gonna add at a dead end where there's nothing left to come up with. Passed down like folk songs. This love lasts so long. Almost like the last great American dynasty, right? That was technically a, well, of course, the moral of, or not the moral, but the turn was it's Taylor. But that was a song passed down. And a long-lasting love. August. Oh, Joe. Dude, Joe has been working on a lot of songs, right? I thought we were like only one or two, but this is the third one so far. And Jack Antonoff. August. Jack Antonoff. Why Jack Antonoff? Why Jack?
Salt air and the rust on your door. I never needed anything more, or whispers of are you sure? Never have I ever before, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets talking.
And four non-blondes, hey. So awake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high.
Slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. You're back beneath the sun, wishing I could write my name on it. Will you call when you're back at school? I remember thinking I had you, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine.
Jack Antonoff gets one pass for this one. This is good.
Back when we were still changing for the better, wanting was enough. For me it was enough.
But Jack Antonoff only gets the pass for this one because Taylor has a great summer romance story going on. That's the reason. Other than that, but okay. For now, this one, Jack Antonoff, okay, I'ma let you slide. But apart from that, very, very critical.
To live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call and say meet me behind the mall. So much for summer love and saying us, 'cause you weren't mine to lose. You weren't mine to lose. No. But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. 'Cause you were never mine. Never mine. But do you remember? Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car, and then cancel my plans just in case you call. Like when I was living for the hope of it all, for the hope of it all. Meet me behind the mall.
Taylor loves to get in cars. She always has.
Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car and
Oh
then
yeah.
get to my plans just in case you call. Back when I was living for the hope of it all. For the hope of it all.
I had to pause and I will take it back a couple of seconds, but Taylor. I do like when Taylor gets like 30 chords a little faster. That's also what I liked on Out of the Woods. This is a good song, August. To my surprise, by Jack Antonoff. Well, on the 8th song we can have a little like switch it up. But Aaron is also very Aaron. You can see it. Aaron. Jack Antonoff. Aaron so far carried. Yes, we can have a Jack Antonoff single in between. It's also nice to have this pop sound. But after this, wait, how many more songs? Ooh, this is the halfway point. Maybe one more Jack Antonoff song, but Aaron, and maybe if I could choose to, one more Bon Iver. But yeah, we don't.
Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car and then get to my plans just in case you call. Back when I was living for the hope of it all. For the hope of it all. For the hope of it
Strings and a Born to Die guitar. Apart from the acoustic guitars playing the chords. Why didn't Taylor just wait a little, like 1 year, to perform these kind of songs on Tiny Desk? Why did she do it with Lover's songs? With Lover, the acoustic version? This would have been so much better. Like, for real, especially for the Tiny Desk setting. This is me trying to tell... Dude, what the fuck? Joey basically became a songwriter now. This is me trying. With Joey. Although, I think, was this one with Joey as well? Dude, Joey has the entire... basically 1/3 of the album. It's gonna be Joe album. Okay, this is me trying. This is me trying to tell Taylor to do another Tiny Desk performance with these songs. See, do we really need the Jack Antonoff sound now? We just had it. We can just go back to Aaron. But what I also enjoy that we kind of gave these songs more and more room to play. 4:20, 4:15, 4:45, 4 minutes, 3:50.
I've been having a hard time adjusting. I had the shiniest wheels, now they're rusting. I didn't know if you'd care if I came back. I have a lot of regrets about that. Pulled the car off the road to the lookout. Could have followed my
Oh, by the way,
fears all the way.
I know that this is like more of a songwriting album, but I know I haven't commented too much about not the songwriting, but it's more of a storytelling album to me. So, for example, The Lakes, that was very, very songwriting. Like, but songwriting bullshit, because not bullshit, but it was confusing. Anyways, this is the entire album so far. No Google Translate. We were able to understand what she's trying to tell us, and it's storytelling. Well, obviously, songwriting and storytelling is in the same area, because if you want to tell a story well, you need to be a good songwriter. But for me, they are kind of different things. But I like it. Taylor's just pulling one after another. And and I haven't had to use Google Translate so far, which I am very happy about.
Down, and maybe I don't quite know what to say, but I'm here in your doorway. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. They told me all of my cages were mental, so I got wasted like all my potential. And my words shoot to kill when I'm mad. I have a lot of regrets about that. I was so ahead of the curve became a sphere. Fell behind all my classmates and I ended up here, pouring out my heart to a stranger. But I didn't pour the whiskey, I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. At least I'm trying.
Maybe Jack Antonoff gets a pass for the bridge, yes. But if we switch that basic beat with something else, that basic drum beat with something else, with Aaron, maybe we will see Jack and Aaron work together on this album as well, because I feel like Aaron could help Jack a lot to kind of get rid of this just basicness. But then it would be very good.
And it's hard to be at a party when I feel like an open wound. It's hard to be anywhere these days when all I want is you. You're a flashback and a film reel on the one screen in my town. And I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. Maybe I don't quite. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. At least I'm trying.
Was that Justin Vernon on the chorus? There was definitely also throughout the second chorus, I heard a little something in there. Maybe it was Justin Vernon. Kind of sounded like him. I don't know how the genius, what do you call it? How they put together these credits and the produced by section. Produced by, no, only them. And mastering and assistant production. I don't know how well Taylor credits people. For example, if you just bring if you're the Uber Eats guy for a Yay session and you kind of just enter the studio for 2 seconds, he will name you on the credit list. Yay is notoriously known to anyone who's ever had even small contact with him, will be added on the production list. That's what I'm wondering, because that was definitely, maybe it was Joey. I don't know, maybe could have been him. But we're again here. And didn't she was it on Lover, where she said you are the super cut, the super edit, the master edit, all your flashback in the film, all the scenes, there's the best of cut together. I think it was Lover. Illicit affairs. Okay, I do not know what illicit means. Did Joe literally everywhere now? But hey, at least look, this is what we have Google Translate for. Illicit. Aha, okay. Unauthorized, forbidden, unlicensed, unlawful, prohibited. Okay. Well, what kind of affairs are allowed? On the other hand, that's what we gotta ask. Oh, Taylor. Okay. Maybe whatever. Who has some affairs? By the way, overall, it's been the sound has been a little similar, of course, in the instrumentation, but very, very different from the Latin American folk music I know.
Make sure nobody sees you leave. Hood over your head, keep your eyes down. Tell your friends you're out for a run. You'll be flushed when you return. Take the road less traveled by. Tell yourself you can always stop. What started in beautiful rooms ends with meetings in parking lots. And that's the thing about illicit affairs and clandestine meetings and longing stares. It's born from just one single glance, but it dies and it dies and it dies a million little times. Leave the perfume on the shelf that you picked out just for him.
The title is Illicit Affairs. What other than this would we be expecting, right? Right. Tell your friends you're out for a run. Yeah. Running down on her. Oh, not running. Tell your friends you're going for a going down on her. That's where he's running.
So you leave no trace behind, like you don't even exist. Take the words for what they are, a dwindling mercurial high, a drug that only worked the first few hundred times. And that's the thing about illicit affairs and clandestine meetings and stolen stares. They show their truth one single time, but they lie and they lie and they lie a million little times. And you wanna scream, don't call me kid, don't call me baby. Look at this godforsaken mess that you made me. You showed me colors you know I can't see with anyone else.
By the way, shout out that the two of them, as partners, as significant others, make a song called Illicit Affairs. Very in detail describing this thing. Well, I guess saying, of course, I don't think they're talking about themselves, but talking about them as famous people. That's how you kind of have to act to keep it a secret. On Lover, she also talked about it, how he was a forbidden, like not forbidden fruit, but how their love was forbidden and how they would like exchange looks when like ceremonies, award shows, whatever, they had the chance to see each other when it wasn't public.
Don't call me kid, don't call me baby. Look at this idiotic fool that you made me. You taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. And you know damn well, for you I would ruin myself a million little times.
I like that overall on this album we have turned to fingerstyle guitar playing. You know, guitar playing. You can just like play chord, and you can also play each note, each string individually, which is a more folky thing to do, definitely. And throughout this entire album, we have chosen to do that. Invisible. Ooh, Aaron. Ooh, say no more. Aaron is back. Guess who's back? Aaron is back. Also fingerstyle guitar playing.
of the grass where I used to read at Centennial Park. I used to think I would meet somebody.
Okay, we're at Centennial Park. I know the Lakes has been this very famous area where a lot of English poets went, and I do know that the Joey is from England. Centennial Park. Centennial Park, official site of Centennial Parklands. Centennial Park, in Nashville? Okay, that's super fucking random. Well, Rhode Island is also kind of random, but...
There. Teal was the color of your shirt when you were 16 at the yogurt shop. You used to work at to make a little money. Time, curious time, give me no compasses, give me no signs. Were there clues I didn't see? And isn't it just so pretty to think all along there was some invisible string tying you to me?
Okay, we're talking about fate. But what kind of fate tied Aaron to Jack Antonoff? Because so little Jack Antonoff.
That was the plot of the song in the cab on your first trip to LA. You ate at my favorite spot for dinner.
Oh yeah, may have to update. Although every now and then Taylor really does pull out one of these I remember from Lover as well. She just goes for some see. We are 11 songs in and this is the first corny line, like super corny line. That's cool. If you make it very, very frequently, they either have to be funny or interesting. But this is a good spot on the album to put some like this.
Bold was the waitress on our 3-year trip, getting lunchtime by the lakes. She said I looked like an American singer. Time, mystical time, cutting me open then healing me fine. Were there clues I didn't see? And isn't it just so pretty to think all along there were some invisible.
It's very pretty to think, and people hope that this lid for each pot is out there. Very pretty to think.
The string that pulled me out of all the wrong ones right into that dive bar. Something wrapped all of my past mistakes in barbed wire. Chains around my demons, wool to brave the seasons. One single thread of gold tied me to you. Cold was the steel of my axe to grind for the boys who broke my heart.
And we need to do a little pause because otherwise this will get blocked. I think. Okay. Good. Cool start. Not cool start. Well, it's fate. She's talking about fate. But cute little thing, cute little folk thing, cute little sound as well with the fast-paced guitars. Dun, 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 dun. We're just having a good time. And the third verse, I have a feeling, is gonna be good as well.
Now I send their babies presents. Gold was the color of the leaves when I showed you around Centennial Park. Hell was the journey, but it brought me heaven. Time, wondrous time, give me the blues and then purple pink skies. And it's cool, baby, with me. And isn't it just so pretty to think all along there was some invisible string tying you to me.
I think you can never go wrong with folk music overall. Like, you would seriously have to heavily fuck it up. But folk music and I don't want to say jazz, because jazz, you need to be good to do jazz. You have to have a lot of musical talent for jazz. But indie, folk, that's something a lot of artists should at some point explore. Indie folk and what else? Maybe a little rock. Doing some rocky music. Rock music is a lot of fun. And I feel like she's having fun with this as well. I feel like this is not what she was born to do, but storytelling, songwriting, her basic instruments. That's Taylor. Lovely little song. Of course, coming from illicit affairs to Invisible String was quite a difference, but kind of worked. Mad Woman, we do know a Mad Woman from the last great American dynasty, and Aaron Dessner. Every time I see Aaron Dessner, I don't even wanna waste time. And again, this kind of this horsey sound. We've also had it on, I believe it was Cardigan, where Aaron Dessner. Back then it was it drums or was it piano? I believe drums. And now he does it with a guitar. A running horse.
What did you think I'd say to that? Does a scorpion sting when fighting back? They strike to kill, and you know I will.
Bringing us back to my and your guys's as well year-long myth that this woman has definitely killed someone at some point. Maybe it was accidental vehicular manslaughter together with Harry Styles. I don't know about that. But she be talking about a lot of killing, a lot of like knives, stabbing in someone's backs, and overall stabbing everything. Basically everything that has to do with killing. Always.
You know I will. What do you sing on your drive home? Do you see my face in the neighbor's lawn? Does she smile? Or does she mouth fuck you forever? Every time you call me crazy, again more crazy. What about that? And when you say I seem angry, I get more angry. And there's nothing like a mad woman.
I don't want to interrupt the entire time, but who doesn't? Or it's the same with, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you hurt? Are you doing well? Stop pissing me off. Then I won't be angry no more. But if you constantly ask someone, hey, are you angry? Are you angry? Are you pissed? Are you annoyed? Yes. But not because I was annoyed in the first place. It's because of you repeatedly asking me.
What a shame she went mad. No one likes a mad woman. You made her like that. And you poke that bear till her claws come out. And you find something to wrap your noose around. And there's nothing like a mad woman.
Happy wife, happy life.
Now I breathe flames each time I talk. My cannon's all firing at your yacht. They say, move on, but you know I won't. And women like hunting witches too, doing your dirtiest work for you. It's obvious that wanting me dead has really brought you two together. Every time you call.
Dude, I know this is based on her actual life right now, but who could it be? People do that. My enemy's enemy is my friend. And this one as well. Women Like Hunting Witches too. True that. True that. Like, true fucking that. Okay, funny.
Call me crazy again, more crazy. What about that? And when you say I seem angry again, more angry. And there's nothing like a mad woman. What a shame she went mad. No one likes a mad woman. You made her like that. And you poke that bear till the claws come out, and you find something to wrap your noose around. And there's nothing like a mad woman. I'm taking my time, 'cause you took everything from me. Watching you climb over people like me. The master of spin has a couple side flings. Good wives always know. She should be mad, should be scathing like me, but no one likes a mad woman. What a shame she went bad. You made her like that.
Aaron Dessner is something else. Aaron Dessner is he really is something else. And by the way, who's gonna stop me if next week I'm just gonna completely change it? Because nobody voted for The Weeknd, so I feel like I don't need to explain myself. I just do whatever the fuck I want. Taylor. By the way, she said something that really reminded me of something that she said on a previous album. Okay, apart from the crazy part that's been on every album so far, if I remember correctly. And the killing part as well. No, Scorpion. Wait, when was her birthday? I forgot. We do know that Jack Antonoff was born February 21st. But I forgot when Taylor was born. Maybe she's a Scorpio, I don't know. Her name is Lauren, she smiles, fuck you forever. Yep. See, honestly, I feel like hometown drama or suburban drama is, I don't want to say it's the best, but it's way more interesting than those famous people drama. Okay, yeah, why the fuck has Katy Perry a problem with Taylor? I don't care. Why? And we know why. Does she want fuck you forever? That's the stuff we're interested in. Like the folks. What do they have to say? What have they been about so far? That's what's interesting. That is what's interesting. Taylor. Yeah. Well, see, I think she even says poke the bear. Yeah, poke the bear. You will be surprised at some point they're gonna breathe flames. Fuckers. Epiphany. I've had an epiphany that I'm very glad Aaron Dessner has been back for the past couple of songs. This is honestly, this might be my favorite Taylor album. Damn, who would have thought that it was gonna be folk music or folk Taylor? I guess I believe that folk music is just universally loved, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all folks. And the stories, every country has had folk music, at least every Western country. Or this inspiration. But apparently we're in a church with those very, very reverbed organs.
Keep your helmet, keep your life, son. things you just can't speak about. With you I surf, with you I fall down, down. Watch you breathing, watch you breathing out, out. Something bad.
It's not a church sound. The instruments are very churchy, but the way she sings. Imogen Heap, the outro song from 1989. A little bit like that, isn't it? In it. Come on, we got Joe Alvin. In it. Oi. Oi, fam. In it a little bit like the outro song from 1989.
Did not cover someone's daughter, someone's mother. Hold your hand through plastic now.
Although it doesn't sound very Aaron Dessner-like.
She's crashing out.
Sounds more like Gigantina.
And some things you just can't speak about.
I'm very glad that Taylor decided this one's 4 minutes 50, the next one's 4 minutes 45.
Only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany.
I'm very glad that she lets the music just play out, because we haven't had that on the past albums. Maybe like one song on the entire album has been above or well above 4 minutes, but the other ones are always a clean 3 minutes, 3:40 max. But so far we have had a lot of 4-minute songs, close to 4-minute songs, above 4-minute songs, close to 5-minute songs. That's nice. That's a nice thing to have.
Just one single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you've seen. With you I surf, with you I fall down, down, down. Watch you breathing, watch you breathing out, out. With you I surf, with you I fall down, down. Watch you breathing, watch you breathing out, out. Only 20 minutes to sleep, but you dream of some epiphany. Just one single glimpse of relief to make some sense of what you see.
By the way, I never dream of epiphanies. They just come to you naturally at some point. I feel like having an epiphany is like was it a Greek scientist who said, Eureka? Epiphanies, they just come to you. Like, I've had an epiphany. I don't have epiphanies while sleeping. At least I don't. I dream about dumb shit. But Aaron went back to those little electronic beeps. I'm really glad that she brought Aaron back. We had Jack throughout the middle, but Aaron's on another level. And I'm gonna take it to another level, bitch. Some bullshit. I know what happened after here. I think she's crashing out. She just can't speak about. 20 minutes to sleep, I dream of some epiphany, or you dream of some epiphany. Watch you I serve, with you I fall down. Watch you I breathe in, watch you breathing out. Yeah. Betty? 2 more. Joey? We haven't had Joey and Aaron, or Joe and Aaron together. And Jack and Taylor. Hey, I literally talked about this. Aaron and Jack together, and Joe as well. Betty. Not Betty, but Betty. Okay, now we're going full folk music.
Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched your homeroom, but I think it's 'cause of me. Betty, one time I was riding on my skateboard when I passed your house. It's like I couldn't breathe. You heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you.
We're back to the small town gossip.
But if I just showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go fuck myself? Or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17, I don't know anything, but I know I miss you.
Is that the same summer romance from... Is it August?
Betty, I know where it all went wrong.
I believe in August she talked about the summer romance, right? That was only the August, summertime that they spent together. I think it was. Damn, we didn't know Betty was involved. Well, maybe from Mad Woman. Maybe that's what made Betty the Mad Woman.
Your favorite song was playing from the far side of the gym. I was nowhere to be found. I hate the crowds, you know that. Plus I saw you dance with him. You heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you. But if I just showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go fuck myself? Or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only...
This sounds very much like a song that we have, or several songs we've had on Red, doesn't it? Oh, it's a little country, so yeah, sure, but it does sound like something from off of Red.
17, I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. I was walking home on broken cobblestones, just thinking of you when she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions. She said, James, get in, let's drive. Those days turned into nights, slept next to her, but I dreamt of you all summer long.
But all of them seem to like to drive around.
Betty, I'm here on your doorstep, and I planned it out for weeks now, but it's finally sinking in. Betty, right now is the last time I can dream about what happens when you seem
Okay, we have 2 more songs to go. Because I do not want to edit this video, but I do kind of want to go to the toilet. We'll have to push through. We'll have to push through. The things I do for you.
Wanna do is make it up to you. So I showed up at your party. Yeah, I showed up at your party. Yeah, I showed up at your party. Will you have me? Will you love me? Will you kiss me on the porch in front of all your stupid friends? If you kiss me, will it be just like I dreamed it? Will it patch your broken wings? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. Standing in your cardigan, kissing in my car again. Stopped at a street light, you know I miss you.
On what song, on another song, right at the beginning, she said, I'm young, people don't think I know anything, right? Ooh, was it, maybe, no, not the one. Was it the one? Could have been the one. Maybe it was the one. But she talked about being kind of like this. Now she says, I'm only 17, I don't know anything. But on the one she said, yeah, when you're young, people assume you don't know shit. Guess what? Because you don't. I think it was the one, right? Where I talked about the 19 album by Adele. I think it was Cardigan. Hey, it's the second corniest line on the album. We are fine with it. So far, we've only had throughout quite a lot of songs. We've only had 2 very corny lines, so it gets a pass. It gets a pass. But she did the same thing she did on the last Great American Dynasty, with this song, with the first verse, second verse, and the third verse. Or it was the third chorus. Seems like it. Yeah. Yeah, it was the third chorus. Okay, this time it was with the third chorus. But with the showing both perspectives, and then at the end saying, like, bitch, I'm back out my coma. I showed up at your party. Peace. Aaron. Peace of mind. Come on, Aaron. I'm always at peace when I see your name show up. The electronic sound is back. I really shouldn't drink more when I want to go to the toilet, but we're just in it at this point. We gotta commit.
A coming of age is come and gone. Suddenly this summer it's clear. I never had the courage of my convictions, as long as danger is near. And it's just around the corner, darling, 'cause it lives in me. No, I could never give you peace. I'm a fire and I'll keep your brittle heart warm. If your Cascade ocean wave blues come, all these people think love's for show, but I would die for you in secret. The devil's in the details, but you got a friend in me. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? Your integrity makes me seem small. You paint dreamscapes on the wall. I talk shit with my friends. It's like I'm wasting your honor.
We are building in sound. Oh yeah, oh wow, whoa. 1 minute and 4:56 of straight up listening to the music. Okay, now we are in deep trouble. Taylor, please. Taylor, I beg you, please. Let this be allowed on YouTube. Otherwise, I will have to edit through the night, and that's my least favorite thing to do.
And you know that I'd swing with you for the fences, sit with you in the trenches, give you my wild, give you a child, give you the silence that only comes when two people understand each other, family that I chose, now that I see your brother as my brother. Is it enough? But there's robbers to the east, clowns to the west. I'd give you my sunshine, give you my best, but the rain is always gonna come if you're standing with me. But I'm a fire and I'll keep your brittle heart warm. If your cascade ocean wave blues come, all these people think love's for show, but I would die for your secret. The devil's in the details, but you got a friend in me. Would it be enough if I could never give you peace? Would it...
Interesting. How she's gone from, because so far, okay, on Red, I've been with her since Red, but how she goes from that, or the way she was on Red. Okay, wait, Red was literally like 10 years ago. Wait, no, Red was 2012. This, okay, 8 years ago, 8 years prior, when she was 22. But now saying, hey, your brother's my brother. Okay, obviously all the bullshit, East and West reputation. But she is gonna stand with him, and she would even die for him. And she'll keep him warm.
Be enough if I can never give you peace? Would it be enough if I could never give you peace?
Okay. She this is above in love. This is like committed relationship stuff. This isn't just I'm in love. This is, hey, I'm in it for the long run, giving you a child. Your family's my family. I'd die for you. And we're ending a hoax. Oh. Okay. What kind of hoax? Aaron?
My only one, my smoking gun, my eclipsed sun. This has broken me down. My twisted knife, my sleepless night, my windless fight. This has frozen my ground. Stood on the cliffside screaming, give me a reason. Your faithless love's the only hoax I believe in. Don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do. My best laid plan sleight of hand, my barren land.
We were moving up. We weren't moving up the way. Who was it? Was it Curtis Mayfield? I believe it was. We aren't moving up the way Curtis Mayfield did, but we were kind of moving up. Betty Epiphany piece. But now playing tricks? Quit playing games with my heart.
Ash from your fire. Stood on the cliffside screaming, give me a reason. Your faithless love's the only hugs I believe in. Don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do.
At least she's faithful to him. This did.
You know I left a part of me back in New York. You knew the hero died, so what's the movie for? You knew it still hurts underneath my scars from when they pulled me apart.
In the end, she's just tying it all together. She's pulling up the ash because we've talked about the fire. She's putting up the, what else do we have? Have. Okay, well, obviously the blue meaning, yeah, sadness, depression, etc. Breakup. We've had that on all the other albums. We've the New York coming together, the movies coming together. We are tying it up.
You knew the password, so I let you in the door. You knew you won, so what's the point of keeping score? You knew it still hurts underneath my scars from when they pulled me apart, but what you did was just as dark. Darling, this was just as hard as when they pulled me apart. My only one, my kingdom come undone, my broken drum you have beat.
I feel like before we end, we gotta about 1 minute left. We just gotta do a little pause again for the YouTube content block system. Only one. Super pretty song about Northwest, Ye's first child, from the point of his mother, where he said he doesn't remember writing those lyrics because basically kind of having an epiphany in his dream. His mother came to him and kind of talked to him from his point of view about him, his life, currently his daughter, her being dead for a couple of years now. Very pretty song with Paul McCartney.
Don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do.
And Only One was also entirely mostly like 90% pianos by Paul McCartney, because Paul's mother also died when he was at a very young age. That's what they had in common. Only One, dude, I gotta listen to Only One. It's a beautiful song. Not sad, if anything empowering. No other sadness in the world would do. But we are kind of fixed on this motherfucker now, aren't we? This and the previous song piece kind of given us this he's the one vibe. Right? Hasn't it? Okay. I gotta go to the toilet. This was a good album. Maybe I'll do the making of the album or something, or whatever it was called. I gotta do so many things, so little time. So it goes. Anyways, I'll have to go to the toilet. By the way, throughout the entire album, at some point she talked about pouring whiskey, but apart from that, she said tea and wine or rosé, which has kind of like really basically just been me. Taylor and I on the same page again. And I'll see you guys. We do something for Friday. Just let me know in the comments what we could do for Friday. The behind the album or whatever. And I'll get creative for next week. I know it kind of has been the House of Balloons, but I really feel like I am in this position to kind of just change anything if I want to. Basically, who's gonna stop me? No one is. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'll see you guys next week. And I'm very glad that I haven't had Google Translate open the entire time, because I was able to actually understand what she was trying to tell me. Anyways, third time's the charm. I'll see you guys. Bye.